We're going to introduce tonight Pepsi Super Trucks, all these wonderful hot rods that you see out here on the front straightaway, all these great drivers who participate with us on a weekly basis down here. We want these guys to know how much we appreciate those guys for being here, bringing their super trucks and their crews and families work with us on Friday nights. And some of the greatest short track drivers ever sit behind a wheel, they're all lined up here. I'm going to start back here with one of the happiest guys that I know. You always see him smiling, and most of the time, that's 100% of the time, ladies and gentlemen. In the B&B Truck Parts, S&S Trucking, forward tonight, the one and only Mr. Ricky Bolden. Give him a nice hand if you would. Driving the number 19, Dodge, Smyrna, Tennessee's one of our young guns, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Kyle Fletcher. Out of Kingston Springs, Tennessee, another one of our young guys, driving the number 28, Dodge, David Haley. Driving Steve's Plumbing, Blue Reynolds, Chevrolet, the number 88, ladies and gentlemen. Say it right. Steve Swantek. All right. What do you know about this, Steve? Block Management, number 99, Ford. Ladies and gentlemen, make him welcome, Terry Hayes. All the way from Hickory Flats, Mississippi, the number 55, another incredible young driver that we have here at Music City Motorplex, ladies and gentlemen, Jesse Williams. Murfreesboro, Tennessee's hot newcomer. 2 wins this year out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee, current points leader. Print Graphics, Future Transmission Parts, Averett Auto Savage, Chevrolet, Blake Carter. The number 81, Full Throttle, Race Parts and Equipments, Chevrolet, one of the famous Famosas, young Nicholas Famosa, the number 81. Driving the car. I love how these drivers support each other. It's great. Driving a Carl Black Chevrolet, racing for kids at St. Jude's, Team 98, WSIX Chevrolet, Scott Borchetta Racing. Ladies and gentlemen, 2004 Pepsi Super Truck champion, Scott Borchetta. Driving the Beeman Automotive Group Creative Alarms, GMC Truck, Beeman, young Michael Driscoll. Driving the number 67, the Weekly Motorsports, Earhart Chevrolet, the one and only hard-charging one himself, ladies and gentlemen, John Earhart. And up front, Precision Auto Body, number 89, Chevrolet of Scott Fetcho. Give all of these guys, ladies and gentlemen, a great round of applause for all these wonderful guys that race so hard for us on Friday night, all of their crews and family that come down here and race with us on Friday Night Thunder.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
Yeah. All right. We're ready to go racing tonight here at the Music City Motorplex. Again, I'm Larry Weekly. I'm the trackside announcer for Jim up there in the booth. We're privileged to have you tonight on this Memorial Weekend. Jim Tennessee, that drives the 101 Legends car over there, of course, works for Brooks & Dunn. Gave me a lot of neat Brooks & Dunn stuff tonight. A Brooks & Dunn Metal Rodeo Legends Racing license plate. Be giving some of those away tonight. Look at here. Signed by Brooks, Ronnie Dunn and Kix Brooks. All righty, ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful Dodge Intrepid pace car lights. The beautiful graphics by Ken Binkley. The light is off, going down, be exiting, going to pit road. The trucks will be rocking and rolling coming out of turn 4 with Earhart, Scott Fetcho on the front row. We'll see what they got with the defending champion right behind them coming out of turn 4. looking for the green flag, and here we go.
A much better start that time by, but the same result. Scott Fetcho out in front. John Earhart, who did not get any practice in that 67, it is showing. Fetcho will lead the first lap. Michael Driscoll second. Blake Carter is third. Earhart off the pace, and he's going to take it to the pits immediately. Blake Carter already looking to the tail of Driscoll, trying to take over the runner-up spot. Borchetta runs fourth. Formosa, sporting a new sponsor tonight, Full Throttle Race Parts and Equipment, runs in fifth, challenging for fourth. Borchetta pushes up high in turn two, gives the spot up to the young Formosa. Meanwhile, out in front, Scott Fetcho looking for his second heat race win of the year. Blake Carter starting to look to the inside of Michael Driscoll in that Beeman entry. Little bit of bump drafting through the north turns. Carter's got the nose under him as they come out to the front straightaway. Scott Fetcho with about an 8-car length advantage over second place, and then 4 trucks on a string. That's over a full second now for Fetcho. That cannot last, folks. And it's not going to. Carter's got the run now, going down the back straightaway. He's going to go by. Formosa's going to go by. And I believe, oh! Formosa touches Driscoll as he goes by. Looking to the inside just at that second was Scott Borchetta. And the next thing you know, there's chaos. Coming out the loser, the second place man in points, Scott Borchetta. Tough break for the Brentwood, Tennessee veteran and defending champion in this division.
Oh my, fireworks on Memorial Weekend. At the Music City Motorplex, ladies and gentlemen. Scott Fetcho, number 89, Blake Carter, the 31, and another young gunner, Michael Driscoll, the number 86 GMC truck. And ladies and gentlemen, the light from the trucker's light is off the pace car, and they're almost run over him. Coming out of 4, we're going to let them rock, ladies and gentlemen. Coming out of turn 4, your leader, the number 89, Scott Fetcho. Yeah. Check.
Battle ongoing down the back straightaway. Scott Fetcho trying to hold.
All right. Check.
Coming down to the checkered flag. Here it comes. Scott Fetcho.
Hooked up, did you? Good run.
Yeah, I hated that caution came out, but I appreciate Blake running me clean. He ran me real clean. I threw a block to him there one time. He probably could have hit me, but he ran me clean. I appreciate that.
A lot of these fans, I guess they're kind of shocked to see you guys race that hard on just a heat race, but it's important, isn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. That determines everything. I've been starting in the back of the feature, and finally I get my chance to start up front now.
Steve Swaintek in the number 88. Steve is 5th in points. A good run for Steve out of Cedar Hill. David Haley starts on the outside of the second row, 16th in points. And the last row, Kyle Fletcher in the number 19 and Ricky Bolden in the 09. Gary Davis with the green flag in hand. He displays it, and we are underway. Excellent start for the second heat race. Still side by side, Kyle Fletcher trying to make the big move up from the second row. Jesse Williams, meanwhile, trying to escape the rest of the field, much like Scott Fetcho did in the first heat. 3 wide as they head into turn 1. Wow. That's one of those things you see, folks, and you look at it and you say, that ain't going to work. Fortunately, they thought better of it. Swaintek ends up coming out of it with third. A twitch from Terry Hayes and up into the turn 3 wall. Bounces off, he keeps going, but with some significant damage to the number 99. Heavy twitch from the car.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got Terry Hayes down here. Of course, Terry's first year in the Pepsi Super Truck, getting a little loose going into 3, and pretty good little hit there, Terry. You got out and checked your truck out. I know you're limping around. Is your truck pretty damaged?
Yeah, it's over with for tonight.
Well, how you feeling, buddy?
I'm okay. Just knocked the wind out of me real good and jarred me a little bit.
Terry, good luck to you, buddy. Glad you're all right.
Stand down on the main concourse, very reasonably priced.
Okay, coming out of turn 4, the light is off. He's on pit row. We got these young guns up front of Pepsi Super Trucks. Jesse Williams, the number 55, is coming out as your leader in turn 4.
Jesse Williams brings him down in good order. Holding on to the lead, just 1 lap of 10 in. Kyle Fletcher, former Legends driver, runs in second. Steve Swaintek third. Ricky Bolden fourth. David Haley in fifth. Swaintek on the outside of Fletcher, trying to take over the second spot. Going to get the job done as they come out onto the back straightaway. Speaking of Legends cars, understand we've got a couple on display down on the main concourse, courtesy of Kevin Rollins and Tyler Cordell. Was pulling my car up the park a little bit earlier and got passed by both of them. That was an experience. Speaking of getting passed, Kyle Fletcher, the former Legends driver, gets passed for the third spot by Ricky Bolden. The Antioch, Tennessee veteran moves up into the third spot as the Pepsi Super Truck second heat completes lap number 4. Working lap 5. Jesse Williams still out in front. Steve Swaintek second. Ricky Bolden third. Kyle Fletcher fourth. David Haley rounds out the top 5. That full field rundown brought to you by your Dodge dealers of Middle Tennessee. Visit your hometown Dodge dealer. Ricky Bolden to the inside of Steve Swaintek. Going to take over that second spot. Side by side as they go through the fourth turn. Somehow manages to squeeze that truck in between Jesse Williams and Steve Swaintek. There was barely enough room for a Volkswagen in there, let alone a pickup truck. Battle now into the north turn. Bolden looked for a minute like he was going to put the nose underneath Williams. He's still got it there as they head into the first turn. Sweeping out down the long back straightaway, it's going to be Ricky Bolden moving to the point. Looking for his second heat win of the year. Swaintek's going to follow him through and run second. Kyle Fletcher looked for just a second like he was going to try and make it 3 wide. Jesse Williams drifts very high as a response, moves back to 4th. Kyle Fletcher up to 3rd now. Surprising a lot of action here, just a 5-truck heat race. But remember, heat races do determine the starting lineups for the feature. And the front row of tonight's feature in the Pepsi Super Truck is eligible for the George Fusner Last to First Challenge bonus of $1,200. Ricky Bolden's going to stamp himself a contender as he takes the checkered flag. Steve Swaintek.
Fusner Award tonight. I believe Mr. Bolden will be in on this. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would, please make him welcome and congratulate the one and only Smiley. Ricky Bolden. Rick, good race, buddy. You came back there, charged up through the front, got a fast forward tonight.
Yeah, I tell you what, we tore it up pretty bad last week. I got to thank my crew because we've been busting our butt all week to get it together. So I hate we ain't got a lot of trucks here tonight, but man, we'll put on a good show for these guys, and I hope we can end up front.
Good luck to you, man.
Starting lineup. Terry Hayes in the 99 starts shotgun. John Earhart in the 67. Scott Borchetta in the number 98. Nicholas Formosa in the 81. Jesse Williams is in the 55. David Haley in the 28. Michael Driscoll in the number 86. Scott Fetcho in the 89. Steve Swaintek in the 88. Kyle Fletcher in the 19. Blake Carter in the 31. Ricky Bolden in the 09. Ricky Bolden taking the Fusner Last to First Challenge. Field holding it down. Kyle Fletcher leads him down to it. The green flag is out. And the lightning of Friday Night Thunder is underway. Blake Carter, the points leader, out to the front immediately. Kyle Fletcher runs 2nd. Scott Fetcho 3rd. Steve Swaintek in 4th. 5th is Michael Driscoll. John Earhart, recovering from earlier problems, runs in 6th. 7th, Scott Borchetta. 8th, David Haley. 9th, Ricky Bolden moves up a position in his attempt to get the George Fusner Challenge Award. Terry Hayes, his truck slow on the inside, pulls into the pits. Amazing that that truck even made the start considering the damage that it suffered during a heat race accident. Meanwhile, out in front and looking strong, Blake Carter. Good battle back in the pack. Scott Borchetta moving to the outside of David Haley. Haley, the youngster, giving Borchetta all he can handle right now as Nicholas Formosa brings the number 81 in. Tough break for Nicholas, 3rd in the points. He too had damage to his truck during heat race action. Ooh, good action back and forth and 5th. John Earhart, Steve Swaintek side by side. Ricky Bolden also side by side. He's with Michael Driscoll. Another progress report on Ricky Bolden trying for that $1,200 George Fusner Last to First Challenge bonus. Fourth and 5th still side by side. John Earhart, Steve Swaintek holding up Ricky Bolden. That's your battle right now. Blake Carter still out in front. Kyle Fletcher, good run so far in second. Scott Fetcho third. Steve Swaintek in fourth, that time by at least. John Earhart fifth. Ricky Bolden sixth. Michael Driscoll seventh. Scott Borchetta eighth. Ninth is David Haley. 10th, Jesse Williams. That is your full field rundown, brought to you by Smith Brothers Car Wash on Murfreesboro Road. Ricky Bolden still desperately looking for a way past that battle. He's finally made some inroads. He's got past Steve Swaintek to run fifth. Michael Driscoll going to follow him through. Bolden now going to have to contend with the 67th John the Bull Earhart. Scott Borchetta, second place in points, trying to make up ground. As we mentioned earlier, the points battle in this division absolutely razor thin, 1 point. Blake Carter, the man out in front, is the points leader. Scott Borchetta currently running back in the 7th position, side by side with Steve Swaintek. Swaintek, good run for the Swaintek Plumbing, number 88. 5th in points, starting to show some real strength. If you can hold off a man like Scott Borchetta, you're showing something here at the Music City Motorplex. Swaintek's got himself a top 5, 4 top 10 so far this year. And at the moment, he's got the 6th spot over Scott Borchetta. Meanwhile, as we work lap 15, Blake Carter has moved out to a 2.5-second lead over Scott Fetcho in second. Kyle Fletcher's back to third. John Earhart still fourth. Ricky Bolden has dropped back about 2 car lengths. Still runs fifth in his quest for the George Fusner bonus. "16 laps in the book, 24 to go. The good news of this event so far is for the man in 6th place, Michael Driscoll. He was only 12 points behind Nicholas Formosa in the points. He's no doubt going to take over that 3rd spot tonight. Formosa having brought the number 81 in to retire. And Ricky Bolden looks like he is off the pace in the 09. Passed by 2 trucks going into turn 3. Looks like the George Fusner last to first challenge bonus is going to remain safe for another week. Blake Carter absolutely checking out. Now has a 4-second lead as he sees crossed flags. 4 seconds over Scott Fetcho. Kyle Fletcher runs in third. John Earhart fourth. Michael Driscoll fifth. Scott Borchetta sixth. 7th, Steve Swaintek. 8th, Jesse Williams. 9th, David Haley. 10th, and pulling into the pits to retire the 09 of Ricky Bolden. Tough break. That full field rundown brought to you by Hayes Nissan and Hayes Mitsubishi, sponsors of the Saturday late night drags, the Showdown at Sundown. Attention in the pit area. Sportsman cars, please bring your cars up for your feature race. Grand National Sportsman cars, bring your cars up for your feature now, please. Back in the pack. The battle is for 5th spot. Michael Driscoll has it. Scott Borchetta wants it and is going to get it as they go through the north turns. Borchetta moves into the top 5. Best run of the race so far, in my humble opinion. John the Bull Earhart, 3rd place in the number 67 after having arrived at the track, put the car into the heat race with absolutely no practice, and he's running in the top 3. That would by far be his best finish of the year. He does have a top 5 to his credit, 6 top 10s, 6th in the points, but looking very strong and could very well be challenging for 2nd here shortly. Ricky Bolden back onto the track in the 09. No improvement to that truck. He's going to bring it back down into the pits. George Fusner's money is going to stay safe for another week. Next week, the Grand National Sportsmen are going to get a crack at $1,300. That ain't hay, folks. Good battles in a couple of different positions. Kyle Fletcher getting challenged and passed now by Scott Borchetta. Meanwhile, in 2nd place, it is Scott Fetcho and John Earhart going at it. Those two almost 5 seconds behind your leader. And they better look in their rearview mirrors because Scott Borchetta is closing. Working lap 30, they'll get 10 to go next time by. Blake Carter approaching the lap truck of David Haley, or the about-to-be lap truck of David Haley, I should say. Earhart keeps making those inside moves. Close enough there you couldn't have fit a piece of paper between those two trucks as they went through turn 4. Here he comes again, folks. Here he comes. He may have it this time. Yes, he does. A slide job. That's an old Dale Earnhardt, Steve Kinzer move right there. And just that quickly, a yellow flag.
And your defending champion is right back here in the mix, too. Scott Borchetta along with Kyle Fletcher. So turn 4, he's coming in the pits, and we're going to get the rockets rolling coming out of turn 4. Blake Carter, your leader. Earhart right on his back gate here, coming out of turn 4.
They see the green from starter Gary Davis up there in the Dollar General flag stand. Scott Fetcho going to take advantage of that outside group, going to momentarily take over 2nd. Earhart's not going to have any of that. Immediately dives back down to the inside, going to take over that runner-up spot. Here comes Kyle Fletcher now to the inside of Fetcho. Nothing there so far. Carter out in front. Earhart 2nd, Fetcho 3rd, Fletcher 4th. Scott Borchetta starting to look to the inside, going to make that move, going to take over the 4th spot as they go through the north turns. Scott Borchetta up to 4th. This race not over with by any means, still 7 laps to go. Borchetta could easily move up at least another spot before it's over with. Very slow on the track, the number 28 of David Haley. Young driver from Kingston Springs, going to pull the truck in, his fourth start here at the Plex in 2005. 5 laps to go this time by. Blake Carter's print graphics machine looking very much in control. John Earhart holding the rest of the field at bay in his number 67, Scott Fetcho, looking very good in third. Scott Borchetta, solid but not spectacular in fourth. Borchetta starting to look like he wants to put a move on the other Scott Fetcho. Earhart, meanwhile, very tail happy in that 67. Borchetta looking to the inside of Fetcho as they come out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Fetcho, enough power down the straightaway, he's able to pull right back away. White flag out this time by for Blake Carter. Coming off of turn 4, he's going to even it up in wins. Third win of the year, Blake Carter in the print graphics number 31. John Earhart brings home his 67, his best ever finish.
Real loud, Blake Carter. Buddy, I'll tell you what, when you got that truck hooked up, son, you got a rocket on a rail, don't you?
Yeah, we got it hooked up about the third, fourth race out, man, and it's been good since then. Got in a wreck last week, and I didn't know if it was going to be just as good, but it was better. Got to thank all my crew, everybody on the truck, Print Graphics, Hertz Construction, American Freight, Future Transmission Parts, Hotspot, Hell's Mobile Home Parts, Advanced Auto Parts, Averts Auto Salvage, my mom, dad. Got to thank God, and got to dedicate this race to my grandma. She's in the hospital right now. This one's for her.
Okay, man, our prayers and thoughts go out with Grandma tonight. Of course, it never hurts if you got a past champion as your crew chief here. Alan Carter, and got it going on here tonight again, guys. And man, I tell you what, you get your first one, then they always say the other two. Alan, you can probably tell us it comes a little bit easier is what they say. I ain't never done it, but I've seen Alan do it a bunch of times. But man, we want to say again, congratulations to Carter.
Coming off of turn 4, he's going to even it up in wins. Third win of the year, Blake Carter in the print graphics.